And let me tell you something. On some serious stuff, I'm glad to be standing where I am today now. I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I ain't stopped walking yet. I say, go to bed.
Man, let's give it up for these testimonies, y'all.
6 years. Hasn't
So
stopped
this
doing
is
it
not
yet.
easy coming up here, man. Let's give it up for these
Anytime
testimonies.
soon.
Now, I, like you guys, you see, the first time I came out, I had a canned speech because I was asked. Those are policy asks. I want to make sure I'm specific when I'm talking to them, right? Now, I want to talk to y'all organically.
Told by a marcher.
We are here.
This man who's speaking is one of the organizers who had helped lead the group walking north.
In the middle of record unemployment. In the middle of what, like a 90-degree day, right? We are all here. I'm lugging around medical supplies because those fucking thugs keep attacking us, right? Milk, right? But we are all out here in a world where we have better places to be, right? Could have better places to be. And the only thing that could convict this many free people to be in this space right here like this in a world we could be in AC, eating, watching Netflix, all these other things, right? Is the fact that we understand that there is something fundamentally wrong with the America that we live in. Yeah. Fundamentally wrong. And like I was saying before, we have this thing where we see these instances of drama, of chaos, and we call them un-American. And that's not the case. I remember when Donald Trump got elected in 2016, and everybody was like, this is so un-American. And in my mind, I'm like, mediocre white men running America is quite American. It's the fucking thing. It's what we did on the show Obama.
Talk that shit, son! Talk that shit, son!
So, when we have this conversation about Donald Trump, it's like, is it him the problem, or that multiplicity of white women that went out to vote for him and then hit those front lines and was at the Planned Parenthood marches trying to double tap, right? Because what we have to understand, and I want to call a spade here, right? A lot of white America, when Donald Trump came here to say that he wanted to sit in the highest office of the land, despite everything that would otherwise have told you that he is not a sensible leader, what white America did not do, what you guys did not do, is depart from your privilege. Because what you realize is that even in the wildest America where Donald Trump conjured up, you're still the beneficiaries of that shit. You feel me? It's your aunts, your uncles, your fathers, the ones that are the gatekeepers, the ones that are the access points, the ones that make sure you are insulated from the reasons why we are out here. The reason why when the cops pull you over, it's a different thing that goes on in your heart when the cops pull me over. Right? And so, I challenge each and every one of you to really go out and to have some agency about what this America looks like. Because right now, what we need to do is we need to dig deep at the roots and fundamentally uproot everything that this America has and hasn't been. And plant some seeds of change, right? And that doesn't look like one thing. And I say all that to say, there is no be-all, end-all for this. You see, old power was the power where power existed in one person, a Malcolm X, a Martin Luther King. And when this person is killed, that movement is killed. You see, the model of new power is the power where power is in the people, where each and every one of you, we are regular people. I'm not no fucking career guy. I'm a regular person like you guys. I'm just mad. I'm just frustrated. We're all just mad. And we have this agency to come out here and do these things to shake the world up the same way we decided to when we got mad enough. I want us to continue that. I want us to continue that because there is a Superman and a Superwoman sitting down every space here. Each and every one of you guys can do this. You see, oftentimes people get into a position where they get a platform and they lend themselves to the spirit of exceptionalism that they're the only one that can do it. We will not get to progress through one person. No one person will be the reason why we get there. But together we will. Together we will. And so like I said, I implore y'all, I dare y'all to dream the dreams of progress where you are actively contributing to a world where each and every one of our kids can feel safe, where each and every one of us can feel safe. Thank y'all so much, man. Like I said, I love y'all for being out here. I love y'all for being out here. I love y'all for being out here. I'll be brief.
Appears like this might be our last speaker before they get on the move. There was actually another group that had splintered off and continued marching north down Vermont earlier. Another group, I was saying, will march that way. About half of them stay back to listen to these speakers. People are starting to get up after listening to some of those speakers. So we'll let you listen to what he has to say, and then we'll try to talk to some of the people who are listening.
She was like, what's wrong with you? It's 90 degrees outside. That's why I wrote what I wrote on my shirt. My shirt says, I can stand the heat because there are innocent bodies that are cold right now. I put that on the front of my shirt. It's hot out here, but we're out here. I put it on the back of my shirt. Some of those are kids. My daughter still needs me. I got a 2-year-old daughter at home. She still needs me. I'm emotional right now. I'm hurt. I'm angry. And I want to see the progress, but I wanted y'all to know it's hot as hell out here, but we're still out here. And that's what's important about it. So thank y'all for being out here. Thank you. Hey, listen up, y'all. Listen up, y'all. Here's what we're gonna do, man. Here's what we're gonna do, man. Here's what we're gonna do, man. Oh, is it loud? Okay, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I want us to keep this march going, y'all. Right? I want us to keep this march going. Then we gonna stop and do some more march again. But we still gotta march. We still gotta make our voices heard. We want people in Minneapolis to hear us. We want London to hear us. We want Paris to hear us, because they're all with us right now, y'all. And y'all know that. Every city in the world is with us. All 50 states in America held a protest over the past 3 weeks. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. So who are we in D.C. when we got this neo-fascist gangster in the White House to not take him down? Who are we? So let's get it. Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
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 Say her name!
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Hey, could I grab you and talk as we walk for a sec? Sure, yeah. Thanks for sharing earlier. What'd you say?
Grab him too?
What'd you say,
Did
sorry?
you want to grab him too?
Yeah, we'll do one at a time as we keep walking. First of all, do you know where you guys are headed?
I don't actually. I just came here.
Oh, that's right. I did talk to you about that. I want to show what your shirt says again, if you don't mind turning around for us. My daughter still needs me. That's pretty powerful. And you got emotional when you were speaking earlier. Can you tell me about that emotion, where that's coming from, and why you're out here?
To be honest, I'm not sure, because I've always been a kind of calm-headed guy. So when I speak, I usually try to speak forward. But it's really powerful seeing all these people out here, you know. And I don't think I was really aware of the message I was writing on my shirt when I was writing it. And then, you know, you're in the moment, you're really thinking about it. It's like, you know, for real. My daughter's 2 years old. She really does still need me. And you know, 20 years ago when you know what I'm saying, my parents are telling me about this type of stuff. I'm 24 years old, my daughter is 2. So I don't want 20 years from now for her to get here and be in the same shoes.
Absolutely. And have you seen that video that's been going around about George Floyd's daughter? How has that affected you when you've seen that and then you're thinking of your own daughter?
You know, it's roles. You know, it's just powerful, because it's the same way that I saw that. I'm seeing Martin Luther King's children kind of speaking a similar message, and it's like that's 3 generations right there. I don't think people think about it that way. We think in the moment, we think presently, but it's 3 generations still calling for the same changes. So I think that that's something that we really should be paying attention to and realize that it's important. Because that's you know, it's 100 years, 100 years worth of just this modernized issue, going back 400 years of what's been going on since the very beginning, and it can't continue.
And were you trying to keep marching with them? Should we try to catch up with you?
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm gonna catch up to them.
Do you want to? Yeah, let's walk and talk a little bit, because we want to make sure we stay with them too, and can share some more of their voices. And so you just spontaneously decided to share your perspective today when you came out?
Yeah, I this is actually the 3rd protest I've been to in the last 3 days.
I was wondering.
I work overnight,
okay.
So I'm really tired, and I'm from Germantown, so I got off work, and I was like, all right, I came home, I went to Walmart and got this, wrote this, and was like, all right, I got to get down there because I don't want to be too late, you know? And at the time I was really tired, but I was thinking, I'm like, but you can't be tired. There's probably 100 more people that's at home tired, and you got to be the one person that's not tired, you know? I mean, because at the end of the day, everybody's tired. That's the difference that I'm seeing now between now and like other times, is that I'm seeing black, white. I'm seeing all types of people that aren't marching but have signs in the street. It's never been this. And, you know, I saw the demographic today. There's protests going on in all 50 states. That's powerful. So that means that, you know, right now where the momentum's at an all-time high, we can't be tired. We got to keep pushing.
And you mentioned seeing people of all races out here, right? One of the other speakers was talking about white privilege and asking and challenging the white allies to look at that and recognize how that impacts their lives and those around them. What's your thought on that?
I kind of feel like I always see that people saying that it's something we have to get them to push away. But at the end of the day, when you want equality, you want everybody to be on the same ground. So I think that the main problem is that we've all kind of just seen privilege and white privilege as the standard, and it's not. We really got to catch everybody has to be on the same page so that everybody can have privilege, and that way at that time it won't be known as privilege anymore. It'll be normal. It'll just be the status quo, and that's what we want. So I thought what he said was very powerful, and I thought it definitely put things into perspective, because a lot of people see life at different varying levels of difficulty. And those that see life a little bit easier than others have to kind of see life the way that we see it when it's really difficult, and there's a lot we have to worry about. Like he said, every time we go out of the house, you know, most people may go out of the house, you know, and people that see life in an easier way might go out of the house and be like, today's just a regular day. But people like us, we go out of the house every day and we're like, all right, what type of BS are we going to have to power through today? So we got to bring the standard up. Got to be the standard up. Everybody's got to be on equal ground.
And you said that you came to a few other protests. How does this one compare to what you had seen the other days?
You know, it's besides the sheer number, because this is Washington, D.C., it's the vibe, you know? And I've actually noticed that because I've been to 3 different places pretty separate. I went to Germantown, Bethesda, and here. And the different places that you go to, the energy of the people is different. Down here, it seems like they're a lot more aggressive. They want the point to get across. You know, and not that the other ones weren't like that, but they seemed a lot more patient, you know? They seemed a lot more like, all right, yeah, everybody's feelings is kind of welcomed, and everybody's feelings are, but this one, it seems like, no, we're here to get this job done, and we want you guys to understand that for us, it's not just a protest or an everyday Tuesday, it's a job. We don't want to have to be out here, but we have to be out here, and we need you guys to understand why we're out here.
Absolutely. And how long do you plan to stay out here today? I know you said you had worked overnight.
Well, my ticket goes up in about an hour and a half, so I'll try to push it not too far past that, but I don't want to miss anything. You know, I was already late, and I'm not just here to dip in and dip out. I'm here to see what this is really about.
Is there one moment that's really stuck out to you, and you've been watching some of the protests around the country, because they mentioned how they want London to hear this, Paris to hear what you all are saying. Is there a moment so far that has really hit home for you?
Here or around the country?
Whatever you've seen, either here, where you've been, or around the country.
You know, I've always been a big picture guy, so it really has been the overall concept. Like I said, it's more than just black people out here. I'm seeing all types of races, and it's more than just people that are choosing to come out. It's people that are seeing this happen in their neighborhood and are putting their own signs up, or honking their horns in the car, or showing their signs from outside of the window saying, hey, we may not be walking with you right now, but we support you. So for me, this whole thing has been important, and this whole thing has really been moving to me. And I'm into a lot of people, obviously. Like I said, it's a protest in all 50 states. That's never happened before. You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing thousands of people come out all over the world. To me, that's the most important thing. You know, my hat says peace and love. That's what we want. We want that peace and love. We want that harmony. Even if it has to come through the chaos, we still want harmony. So.
And your name?
My name is Jeremiah.
Thank you for talking to me. We're going to get a shot of the crowd here, but thanks so much for talking.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, so we were just talking with Jeremiah for a while. He had some powerful words just about what this means to him, being a father of a young girl. The crowd has now turned down. Do we know what street this is? They turned left off of Vermont Street. I will find out and let you know, but we're still heading this way. We'll follow them to see where they're going because they weren't quite sure. So let's take a look at where they're headed.